everybody, and welcome back to a weekly edition of Timeout Talks with Ben and Josh, streaming on the one and only Kirk Minahan Show Network, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and of course, Rumble. Timeout Talks is brought to you by Chase and Toes Custom T-shirts and accessories, the Ice Shaker, Make It Mac, and of course, we are proudly a part of the Kirk Minahan Show Network. Ben and myself back. We're going to give you a speed show because I got one last fantasy football draft to get to. Feeling pretty good about my fantasy football draft picks this year, Ben. Had a couple. Let's just say I could have went Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson, but I went Mark Andrews and Ramondre Stevenson. Just kind of a brain buster move from me. But I'm ready for football season, Ben. I cannot wait to get to our locks and upsets later in the show. Of course, we'll get you our picks on the Steelers game, Cowboys game, and of course to your Patriots. But Ben, this is my favorite time of the year. Week 1, it's like Christmas for me.
Oh yeah, Josh, better than Christmas a little. Better than Christmas, just a tad on that one. But we've been waiting for this all year. I know some of those summer shows get a little rough, Josh, on that end. Listening to us talk a little soccer and Olympics and all that. But now we're finally back. We're finally with our football. And like Josh alluded to, we had a little rough. Well, not rough, a little questionable fantasy decisions. I did too. I'm sure we'll be hearing about it. So, just bear with me. I can already tell the lag, Josh. So just bear with me, everybody. But we'll get to the fantasy stuff because I'm sure that everyone's gonna yell at me for mine. I have a little Malik Neighbors is pretty high on my boards, Josh. That's my guy. I don't know about you, Calvin Ridley. I got a lot of slack for Calvin Ridley too, but I'm gonna let everyone digest that one.
I actually drafted Calvin Ridley in one of my leagues last night. I want to say there goes Ben real quick, but I drafted Calvin Ridley, I believe, with my 6th or 7th, maybe even 9th or 10th round pick. Didn't feel too high up on Calvin Ridley, but we got the Patriots stink again. Great picks, Ben. Anthony, Tony, not happy on the Pats, saying they're going to go 1-16. I think that spread is 4.5, but yeah, Ridley. I think Ridley has the chance to be a bounce back player. Will Levis, second year now. I think they'll take strides. Again, I'm not expecting this team to go out and, compete within that division, within the AFC South. But I think Calvin Ridley alongside DeAndre Hopkins, will be a good little pairing there. Nice little flyer, kind of a flyer pick there. I don't hate that pick for Ben. I got to hear where Ben took Calvin Ridley, because that's going to make or break things for me. And Patrick Crawley, got to draft a new razor for me. Yeah. I'm assuming for me, you coming at me, Patrick. It's been a couple weeks growing it out. Barbara was on vacation. What can I say? But we're off. We're running. We've got a couple technical difficulty issues here with Ben, but we're going to start off talking some positives for me. And we're going to start off talking about my Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, signing that huge deal. He is back. I can finally take that weight off my shoulder. The dark cloud looming over the Cowboys facility. They re-signed him, making him one of, if not the most, I think he's the second highest behind Justin Jefferson for the second highest paid receiver in the National Football League, around $34 million a year with $100 million guaranteed. So just throwing a lot of money at CeeDee Lamb and my Cowboys, who, again, will give you our picks a little bit later in the show, around 7:15-ish. Stay tuned. We'll be giving you our picks, locks, upsets. But my Cowboys, if you guys know, I got them kind of hovering around 9 to 10 wins this season. I think it's going to be a tough uphill battle starting off with Cleveland. But here we go. We've got a lock of the week starting off here. Patriots stink again. Dolphins -4.5 lock of the week. Again, we'll give you some of our takes a little bit later, but that's an interesting one. I know they're playing Jacksonville in Miami. Miami's kind of hot and cold to begin the season. I like them in that. I actually think that's a division that's completely wide open. You talk about the Buffalo Bills, Miami, the Jets finally getting Aaron Rodgers back. Miami, nice little home test here against Trevor Lawrence and company going into that third year. Same for Tua. So plenty of question marks within the AFC East. I don't hate that, I think the Jacksonville Jaguars actually might cover that spread. I'll say Miami wins by 3 or 4 points, so maybe just under that. But we've got another interesting one here. Favorite upset, Raiders over the Chargers. I don't hate this either. You know, looking at that wide receiver room for the Chargers, you've got Ladd McConkey, you've got Josh Palmer. I mean, these are just a bunch of guys who have never stepped up in not even wide receiver 1 roles, wide receiver 2 roles. I think we're still trying to get Ben back in here. Ben, we got you here?
It's John. I just wanted to make sure
John.
You were all good, buddy. Yeah.
We're good.
No, I put my name down as Josh, James, and Ben for Minifan of the Year. That's my pick. I like that you're just being absorbed into one person. Yeah. That's a power trio. I don't care.
I'll take it.
That's smart money. That's smart money, Josh.
Hey, we just want to welcome in John here, our producer, who just kills it always.
Where's Ben? What are you, alone tonight, buddy?
So he's in and out. He's having a couple technical difficulties.
Get the fuck out of here. No way. He's always so rock steady.
He's not rock steady tonight.
Yeah, that's okay, buddy. I did add I got caught
the
up
Rumble in
there,
here,
but I just added the Rumble, so you're good to go. 10 minutes
awesome.
later. Good job, Rumble. John. All right.
Thank you, John. John is out here. Thank you, John. We're on Rumble now. We're streaming on Facebook, Twitter. Actually, not Twitter tonight. Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Quick little tongue twister there. I think we've got Ben back, but we're off and running. We're talking some upsets. We're getting to your comments. Tony saying Patriots will go 1-16. High, heavy heat for a fan favorite there of the New England Patriots. But hopefully we've got Ben back here. Ben, walk us through for a couple minutes. Where did you get Calvin Ridley? What round did you get Calvin Ridley, I should say?
Still.
I think we got.
You hear that one?
You got you
hear that one? He didn't hear that one. He did hear that one. 5th round?
5th round. Okay. All right. What pick? What number pick?
5th round. I don't know the number pick off the top of my head. I gotta look that up.
Or I meant to say where in the. Oh, there goes Ben. Ben has been in and out. We're off and running. We're starting it. Earth to Ben. We don't have Ben here. And hey, I just want to throw this one out here. Just in the small bits of preseason football that I watched of my Dallas Cowboys, I did not like to see what I saw from Trey Lance. I am not getting a Trey Lance jersey. I'm will be very disappointed if he is the starter come next week. That is something I am not resting my laurels on. So Trey Lance throwing 5 interceptions in a preseason game. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys want to roll with him as their starter for next season. I mean, he's the 3rd string right now for us. So I don't like where it's going for him. And hey, I mean, Patriots stink again. You couldn't have hit it on the head anymore. Trey Lance is awful. I think we got Ben back here.
It's looking a little better. Maybe on the 5th try.
It sounded a little better too here, Ben.
You got me?
We got you, Ben. We got you.
Sounded a little better. All right. Perfect. All right. Now I'm pulling up. Josh wants a number pick for Calvin Ridley. I know I kind of got us off track with that. 47. 40 number.
47. Where
47.
were you? 12, man?
Round 5. In the middle of it.
Middle. Okay. All right.
Number 47. 47. Round 5. Not bad. Not
bad. Can't go wrong there, Ben. Taking a flyer in the 5th round.
Still no good.
Ben, before we get to some of our picks for this week, any thoughts around the NFL? I'm just going to throw this one out here. We're having fun. I know the technical difficulties have started, and yes, we'll get to Ben. I will throw 2 questions here at Ben, but I'm going to throw a lot here at the wall. We're starting off early. I know Peter Schrager, some of the NFL analysts, a bunch of insiders, they do their way too early Super Bowl picks. I'm going to do my way too early AFC and NFC conference championship games. And I'm going to throw them right now at you, Ben. Chiefs taking on the Texans, kind of a easy pick there in the NFC. The 49ers in a rematch against the Packers, but this time it will be the NFC Championship. I'm high on the Packers this year. I think they're going to be really, really good. And you already heard my hot take. I think Jordan Love has the potential to be an MVP caliber player this season. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm thinking. I think adding Josh Jacobs, they've got Wicks, they've got Jaden Reed, they've got Luke Musgrave, they've got pretty solid offensive line. I know Bakhtiari took a step back. Their defense is pretty stud-like. Got Jair Alexander, a couple other boys over there roaming on the field, Rashawn Gary. But Pat, we didn't get to picks yet. I did not take the Cowboys, but I don't think my Dallas Cowboys will make it to the NFC Championship. I don't think that they're going to win the division. I think it's the Eagles to win. And off from there, it will be Packers versus the 49ers in a rematch. Yes, I didn't do it. I didn't take my Cowboys. And hey, Patriots stink. You want something interesting here? How high did you take Neighbors, Ben? I know Ben's not in here. I love the background photo here. You got Patriots stink again. Nice little KMS basketball. But hey, I'm just going to throw this. Neighbors, I actually made a personal bet. I'm not talking too much about it, but Neighbors under 1,000 receiving yards this season. Me and a couple buddies were arguing that. Just not going to happen. I don't think Neighbors is going to have 1,000 receiving yards. If you're Ben, you probably don't want to hear that. But Ben, how high did you take Neighbors?
I took Neighbors in round 4. Took him right before Ridley. I went Neighbors, then Ridley right after.
Okay.
Not bad. Number 34. So... I mean, it was a little like I'm catching a lot of slack. You got that one? Did you catch that?
We did. We did. Patriots thinking, wow, that's bold. I can't tell if I'm being
appreciate that. I appreciate the bold.
I think he's talking about me, or maybe he's talking about you. I don't know, but Ben, I'm not high on Neighbors. Yeah, Patriots thinking again. I took him in the 4th round too, Ben. So there you go. You got a buddy here with that pick.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Daniel Jones is going to have to throw to somebody. Saquon's gone. They got literally nobody over there. Last year of his contract, he's going to try to fight for his life. He's going to get at least 9-10 targets over there every game. He's going to have to do something. I mean, the Giants are going to have to score, Josh. So that defense is all right for the Giants. That front 7, Dexter Lawrence, bringing in Brian Burns. They got a little solid thing over there for fantasy-wise. Listen, they're gonna get some points over there for the Giants. Watch out for that matchup too, Vikings-Giants. Yeah, see, thank you. Patriots stink. Patriots stink again. That's my guy right now. If you can hear me. But no, but seriously, I think that watch out for that Giants-Vikings game. It's going to have a little sneaky fantasy vibes. Very high-scoring affair over there, I believe, for some players.
Hey, hopefully Justin Jefferson getting some. I got Jordan Addison in one of my leagues. And Patrick.
It's one of the guys, too.
I mean, I know he's one of the only Caucasian cornerbacks in the league. So interesting to see how he plays for the Eagles, which was a high need for them coming into this season. But if he took him number 1 overall, even if it's a fantasy, I'll even give Montante the benefit of the doubt to say, even if it is a defensive player league and you throw defensive players in there, I would not throw him in there, nor would I throw a linebacker. But Pat's not a big fan. Pat's bouncing from different streams here while Ben's trying to figure his stream out. Vikings, Giants, thrilling. I couldn't agree with Pat anymore.
Hey, listen, fantasy-wise, like Josh is going to be thrilled with Jefferson's performance. I'll be thrilled with Neighbors' performance. People will be happy. Fantasy owners will be happy.
I like it, Ben. I like it. We're going to give you guys some takes here. We're going to start off with the Patriots and the Bengals. This is an interesting matchup. I think this spreads around 9.5 here, Ben, going into Cincinnati. We know that the Bengals every single year have this weird slow start. What's your thoughts on this one, Ben? What can we expect, and who do you got winning this one?
Yeah, this is easy money. Bengals. This is an easy one, Josh. I keep it short and sweet. I mean, Joe Burrow's back. Everyone's back. Jamar Chase was at practice today. Bengals, they're going to take care of the Patriots. Patriots already telling us Brissett's going out there. We know what kind of season it is going to be for the Patriots. Bengals, this might be a little competitive in the beginning, maybe the first quarter or so, but I think the Bengals are going to send a message with this one, Josh. So keep it short and sweet because I can feel the lag a little, but no, Patriots fans. Oh, sorry, Patriots fans, but Bengals will control this one. Like I said, first quarter might be a little fun for the Patriots, but Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are going to go off. And unfortunately, I'm playing Jamar Chase week 1, so I'm not too happy about it, but what are you going to do?
Same. I got Jamar Chase in a league last year. I got Joe Burrow in a dynasty league and another league. So, hey, Ben, that's music to my ears. Let Jamar Chase chew apart Christian Gonzalez. Let him go off. That's totally – hey, that's music to my ears, Ben.
T. Higgins, too. Watch out. T. Higgins might have a good day as well. So, Josh is killing it in the fantasy draft. So, that was just – listen, it's tough. Yeah, another league. The Patriots and Steelers, not so much the Patriots. So, we got tough games ahead of us, especially the second half for us. Some of the Patriots, the first half of these games are a little tough for them. It's, these younger teams are going to start picking us apart a little. So Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, I think Joe Burrow's sort of, come back right now. I think he's just going to be on a little war path right now. I think people are giving the Bengals a little disrespect, looking at that AFC North, maybe the Ravens, Browns. I could throw the Steelers in there, but, maybe Ravens, Browns get a little more respect than they want. So I think the Bengals are going to take this week 1 as an opportunity to send a little message to everybody. I don't like saying it, Josh. Trust me. I don't like saying it, but I think they're going to send a little message to the league.
Oops, there we go. Quick little message there. Bengals, one of those teams kind of falling through the cracks. We're going to keep moving on, and we're going to move on with an interesting one here, Ben. Your Steelers, this is a 1:00 game, traveling in to Atlanta, which both of these teams, so much controversy around both the teams. And I shouldn't say controversy, but just so much hype. How good are the Falcons going to be? Who's going to start for the Steelers? Steelers give the job to Russell Wilson. What can we expect? This is in Atlanta. Kirk Cousins off of an Achilles. Oh, yeah, wait. I didn't even give my pick for the Patriots. I was just thinking about this right now. I'm going so fast.
Right over.
I'm going to go quick here. I'm going to go quick here. The New England Patriots will lose. I originally had them covering the spread. I could see it's around 9.5. I think the Bengals get the job done. I'm going to say 21 or 31, 17, maybe 21. I don't think that they're going to cover the spread anymore. I think similar to Ben, they're going to roll. This new look team for Gerard Mayo, things are different in New England. There's going to be bumps. There's going to be speed bumps along the way, and that speed bump's going to come week 1. Excuse me. I know that the Cincinnati Bengals start off slow. They're going to start off hot, and as Ben mentioned, they're in a tough division with the Steelers, Browns, both those teams. Everybody in that division has a tough game. Ravens against the Chiefs. Everybody's going to want to get out to a win. The Bengals are going to get out to a good one. They're going to put on a dominant fashion, and hey, I'll be cool if both of those receivers go for over 100 yards and a touchdown each. Maybe give me 2 touchdowns there for Jamar Chase, Ben.
Yeah, I definitely could see that as a possibility. I'll go 28-10, Josh. Forgot to give my little prediction in there. I'll toss it back to you for the Steelers-Falcons one, but I'll go 28-10 Bengals. Win it decisively. I'm interested in seeing what Josh's prediction Falcons for the Falcons-Steelers because it's 50-50 for me. It's a little tease.
Indecisive there for Ben. We've got Pat. Atlanta by a million. There's going to be, I don't know. This is going to be an interesting game for storylines wise. I mean, you look at this Atlanta team, as I mentioned, Kyle Pitts already having injuries. I think that this score is going to be extremely close. That they've named it for Russell Wilson. He's got kind of a chip on his back. Both of these quarterbacks, Ben, have chips on their back. They're trying to prove some things here. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be a gritty, ugly score. I'm going to say 13-10. Real ugly score, real low score. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. I'm got to give the advantage to the Atlanta Falcons. To come into this season, I had the Steelers going under 500 for the first time under Mike Tomlin's era. I still think that's going to happen, and that's going to happen with a road loss. If this game was at home in Pittsburgh, Ben, maybe it's a different story. Your defense can kind of rally around that renegade hype of your fans, but I don't think it's going to happen in Atlanta. I think Atlanta is a little bit of a fraud watch team, but I do think that they get this win in the beginning against the Steelers. Low-scoring affair here. Yeah, there we go, Charlie.
Go Atlanta in the under. That's a pretty good one. Pretty good one right there. I will give them that one. But no, Steelers, like I said, it's going to be 50-50 on that one. I'm going to go Steelers, obviously, Josh. It's going to be close. I'll go 2017. I can't back the Falcons in this one, but like you said, it's going to be a close affair. Kirk Cousins, I'm a little scared of Drake London. Our secondary still. The cornerbacks, especially, we got Minka back there, but the quarterbacks let up some of those big time plays to some of these better guys. So I'm a little worried about Drake London. Maybe a little Kyle Pitts action too, probably not. But no, Drake London. I think Drake London can have a big game against us. I think we eke it out, Josh. I think we get the win, close one, like I said, 2017. But it's gonna be it's not gonna be easy. Like it's gonna be 50-50, and I could see us very well losing this one, but. Like I said earlier in past shows, we need these early wins. So we need these wins to get off to a nice start. Avoid that second half of the season. So give me the Steelers 2017, Josh.
We've got Ben feeling confident in his Steelers. Muted again. But yeah, hey, I think it's going to be. I agree with that. I don't think either team scores over 25. I agree with Charlie too. Pound that under. Good to solid Atlanta, addressing their defensive needs pretty well in the offseason. Drake London, those guys are going to be a handful. It's going to be a slow start with that Steelers defense. Again, I can't hammer that anymore. Pound the under. Interesting game. We're running short on time here, so we're going to keep things moving. Me and Ben we're split there. We were both saw eye on that Pats game, not on the Steelers game. But let's move forward, and I have a weird feeling we're going to see eye to eye on this one as well. There's been a lot of talk about contracts, about who's going to be the number one running back, about CeeDee Lamb showing up in shape. This is going to be a battle test, not won by the Dallas Cowboys. I hate to say it. I see them winning 9 or 10 games this season, and this is going to be one of those games early in the year where it's just an annoying game. I think we're going to lose. I'm going to say 27-20. I'll go 27-24. Amari Cooper revenge game. Cleveland Browns, arguably one of the best defenses in the National Football League at home. Cowboys can't really balance things out with that run attack, so they're just going to stack that box, or not even stack that box, just kind of drop back, make the Cowboys throw the ball or make them run the ball, not to their success. This is going to be a tough pill for me to swallow, but I got to be realistic. I think my Dallas Cowboys drop this game in Cleveland against a battle-tested defense.
You're right on that one, Josh. I got the Browns as well. Gonna make it. I think the Cowboys. Everyone knows my Commander's stance, so I feel like the Cowboys gonna lose some of these early ones. That's a nice one right there from Patrick Crowley. That's a nice, interesting one, Deontay Foreman. I like that. I might partake in that. That's a good little one from Pat on that. But I think the Browns are just going to control it with the run game. Yeah, that'd be a nice little payout. But I think the Browns just can control it with the run game. Like you said, Josh's Cowboys got a lot of concerns going into it with CD and everything. Wade and little injuries, coming into it. So I think Cowboys got a little more questions right now. I think Cowboys will pick it up, obviously, mid-season. Like I said, they're going to finish last, but they'll eventually find a way to win some games and everything. But it's not going to be this one. I got the Browns. In this one. I'll go 17-14. It's going to be gross. It's going to be a gross game. Gross game on that one.
I could see it
17-14.
Leaning on both defenses there. I'm going to start with my lock of the week. I'll go quick. I know some people, big fans, some people hate this team. I got the Buffalo Bills as my lock of the week at home. a lot of talk about Josh Allen. These guys are pissed. They're going up against a Arizona Cardinals team that I think is going to be pretty solid for fantasy. I think Kyler Murray is going to have somewhat of a bounce back year, but I can't trust him as far as I can throw him. Quite literally, he's going to get hurt. Something's going to happen. They're leaning on a lot of guys who are not proven. It's going to be too much of a load for James Conner, Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride. These guys are young players. They're not going to be able to handle this load. I think Buffalo at home, they've got a plethora of options. James Cook, the nice young running back there. Ray Davis might get a couple screen passes there in the backfield. I know Jared doesn't want to hear that, but that's my lock of the week. Hammer it. Buffalo Bills get the job done, 31-20 at home, high-scoring game. I know that the Bills start off slow, not this season. That's the tempo of this season. Of this week for me. A couple teams that usually start off slow, Bengals, Bills, Dolphins, they're not going to start off slow this week. The Buffalo Bills get the win at home. Lock it down.
I like that one, Josh. I'll give you two because we already talked about one of my locks, Bengals over the Patriots. That's an easy one right there for everybody. Bengals and Patriots. I just saw Mary. What's up, Mary? I saw Mary right there. Didn't see what you said.
Let's get it back. There you go. Take it.
I think Lamar Jackson is going to do tomorrow. He's going to do all right. Mary. He's going to get you some points. I'd say he gets a rushing touchdown there. So I think he gets over 20 points. So you're going to be in a good day for Mary right there. Over 20 points for Lamar Jackson. I think Dan's going to be happy in our league too. So that's going to be a good fantasy day for Lamar Jackson. Good day for the Good day for the Bengals, as well. Actually, do I have the Bucs winning? I don't have the Bucs winning. I have the Commanders over the Bucs. So that's just a little side note right there, Josh, just throwing it in there. But my lock of the week is Bengals over the Patriots. And just throw it for another one because we already talked about it. Give me the Saints and Panthers. I know you don't have a graphic, but just pretty much bet against the Panthers every time. Sorry, Ray. No problem, Mares. But no, sorry, Ray, to that one. You just gotta bet against the Panthers.
For sure. It's Bryce Young. I like him, Alabama guy. I like a lot of Alabama players, but not showing me much promise. That's probably one of the worst teams. Just looking at depth chart from top to bottom in the National Football League. I am not gonna rest my laurels on the Panthers. I like the Saints at home as well. I'm gonna go upset of the week. James was giving me crap for this. He was saying this isn't an upset. Hey, in the Vegas world, in the sports world, this is an upset. The other team is favored by 3 or 2.5. I think it went down to 2.5. This other team is a plus 100 underdog. Had to get a quick cough there because I'm so fired up. The Green Bay Packers are going to hop right on in to Brazil. Weird, interesting game in Brazil, but they're going to get the win, I guess, on the road. I don't know who's the home team in this. They're going to beat the Eagles. I'm high on Jordan Love. Again, Cowboys get the loss. Eagles get the loss. I like it. I think that this Packers team can match up well with the Eagles. And again, I can't say this anymore. I think this Packers team is going to be a top 4 seed within the National Football Conference, within the NFC. Getting a little corny there, but I like the Packers. I'll take them 30-27, close. Jordan Love gets it done. Late touchdown throw to Christian Watson.
All right. I take that. I got him on the bench in one of my leagues, Josh, so I'll take that with Christian Watson. But, I'm going to throw another one in there too, Josh. I got a little side. I know he doesn't have the graphic, but I got another little side upset that I just want everyone to hear. But one of my upsets, much like yours, I'm going off the Vegas numbers. I know some people look at this kind of an even matchup, but got the Jags over the Dolphins in a little Florida rivalry game down there. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to show off that new rookie Brian Thomas. We keep talking about the LSU product over with the Giants, Malik Neighbors, but I think Brian Thomas is going to have an equally, if not better, season. I know I'm pretty high on Neighbors, but I think these LSU guys are really going to be pretty good out here. He's got a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, so why not? And, the loss of Calvin Ridley, you got to fill that void. Christian Kirk, he's kind of just, he's a number 2. I love Christian Kirk and everything, but, you're only getting so much with him. So maybe Brian Thomas can step into that number 1 role. you never know over there. So I'm going to take the Jags, though. I think the Dolphins, a little too much hype. Too much hype on the Dolphins right now. I think that defense had a couple losses over there. I don't think they're going to be as dominant as they were. So, and yeah, she already missed that part. I've been talking about Malik Neighbors this whole time. Jeff, we already talked about that. It's just everything makes it a lock. And my other upset is the Giants over the Vikings. Give me the Giants over the Vikings. Give me a nice big day for Malik Neighbors. That's why I want everyone to hear it. They can bookmark it. Give me the Giants over the Vikings as well. It's going to be a nice little one. Maybe I'll even take that one, but I don't know. I'm just riding on that one. I know Pat was making fun of me for that matchup, but everyone's going to watch too. That's going to be a sneaky good game between, that's what happens between two bad teams. They just produce fantasy numbers and they produce some good highlights. So me and Josh are going to be happy with Jefferson and Neighbors.
Oh, for sure, Ben. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I got to go. Got a fantasy football draft, but Cowboys, prove me wrong. This is my call out to you. If anybody is watching Timeout Talks from the Cowboys, prove me wrong. I'm done falling for the hype. I know I said this last year, but I'm done. If you go in there and win, great win. I'm not going to go wild and throw parades, but prove me wrong. Win on the road. I think Steelers lose, Patriots lose, Packers upset, and of course, my lock of the week, the Buffalo Bills. I'll leave it with this. Shout out Jamar Chase. Huge week. He's going to go for 2 touchdowns, 150 receiving yards. As always, I'm going to turn it over to Ben, and thank you guys for tuning in.
I don't really agree with that one from Josh. I don't want to see it, but it most likely will happen. Appreciate everyone, as usual, for putting up with the buffers and everything and putting up with us over here, mainly me, but I'll keep it short and sweet. Pats lose, Cowboys lose, Steelers win.